It's Wednesday, and from wherever in the world you are watching, welcome to the Great British Mickey Waffle. I'm John, and this week is just the greatest speed dating experience to a place we love the most. With swiping aplenty, all I can say is welcome to Wafflers Wednesday. There we go, and I'm just going to get. See, this is where it's really good because I'm used to Ben doing all this stuff, so I'm going to get my friends back in their house. See, look at that! Look how easy it is. And also, I'll admit before I introduce it and see where we're going, when I pressed start, and this is the great bit. You know, where your heart skips a beat, it came up. An error has occurred.
Oh,
no! And you think, oh my word, this could be the longest hour of my life. But hey, it worked. We're up and running. So can I just say a big thank you to everyone for joining us, and also not for watching Charlie, my Valentine Charlie Brown for the umpteenth time. It doesn't matter who you are, who you love, who you used to love, who you want to love, or indeed if the 14th of February has absolutely no interest whatsoever to you. This is possibly just an opportunity to just step back, share our own love for a place that is very special to us all. So a massive welcome to Peter and Jill.
Hello.
Hey.
Of course, in America, John.
Hi.
14th of February is also Singles Day or something similar.
Really?
Yeah. Singles Awareness
Day. Singles Awareness Day or something.
Okay. I was quite surprised because I was watching a press conference from the White House earlier, and actually they came and gave the briefing, and the guy who probably is very famous to our American viewers just came on, and his opening line of his press conference was "Happy Valentine's Day." I'm thinking, hang on, we don't go anywhere near that in this country on a public footing. So I thought, there you go. He's maybe got the memo from us to sort of promote the show of what we're about to do tonight as well. Claire, a big welcome to you. How are you?
I am okay. I am glad it's Wednesday, end of Wednesday, quite frankly. Speeding towards the weekend, which is
I was feeling like that on Monday. I think I sent you a message on Monday.
It's been a long week and it's only
Monday. I was thinking, it hasn't got any shorter, so it's even worse.
Oh no, we've been looking forward to this weekend because Thursday, Friday we got 2 shows lined up in London.
Wonderful.
And and we got staying in London till Sunday. So,
have you sent the mayor of London a sort of precursive email? Warning, Peter and Jill coming. That's it.
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Khan.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Let's not go there. That would be a good start. Can I just, before we begin, I'm just going to say a massive hello to everybody who's in the chat. I really appreciate you joining us every week. It means a really big thing to us, and certainly tonight, we're aware that the 14th of February is a day, where card manufacturers and sort of flower sellers and restaurateurs who all put prices up to astronomical levels, and there's people like me who'll go to Tesco tomorrow and see if
do you buy next year's flowers tomorrow?
No, I buy today's flowers tomorrow.
You know what? The very best Valentine's event for me is when Valentine's Day falls on a Saturday during Six Nations. And I choose always my choice is to go to the pub and watch the rugby, followed by a curry. Thank you very much.
That sounds quite impressive.
That is the perfect Valentine's trip.
Yeah.
None of this ridiculous overpriced meals.
Yeah.
Please don't do that, people.
No,
No. Keep going.
I'm just aware
Keep
that
going to buy overpriced miracles. I work in catering. Meals. I'm a chef. Keep going.
Do it tomorrow when it's cheaper, or do it next week, or do it any other day. Just don't do it on the ridiculously expensive day that people put the price up because of the date.
Do you know something, Claire? You can guess why we're on this show tonight. And they've got the McDonald's or somewhere romantic like that, you know, and there we are, the cynical people who will not get fleeced and things like that. And
I have to say, I am on brand because I bought the Valentine's card this year simply because on the front it said happily ever after. So I thought, oh, lovely. How on brand could I be? And,
is that the Valentine's card that you share between you?
When I opened it up to sign it, though, I realised it was actually a wedding card that had been put in the Valentine cards by mistake.
That's wonderful.
It says happily ever after, so you know.
Cool. I love that.
And also, it's 29 years in June.
Yeah, we're not doing it again.
Maybe Peter, maybe it's your time off for good behaviour
Maybe,
card or something like that. Right. I'm let's get back on track, because actually I think what we've got tonight is actually
what's in the script. So.
I know, and this could be the funniest thing that I think we've ever attempted to do. It is completely lighthearted. I will also say, if we miss out one of the places that you know and love, put it in the chat, put it in the Wafflers Arms, join in and actually be as argumentative or whatever as you want. But we are left with a Tinder scenario, right? Which obviously escapes me because the internet has hardly been created last time I actually went on a date. But actually, the first thing is this is just a clarification for anyone who's watching or listening, right? And this bit about swiping, right? This could be a dummy's guide to dating apps, right?
I'll be honest with you, John. When you talk about swiping, it makes me go to Dora the Explorer with swipe or no swiping, which was like the fox, like the bad fox in Dora the Explorer. That's where my brain goes. That's, you know, the whole Tinder thing. But, yes.
So clarify. So if you swipe left, is that's not
you
good?
Ignore
right?
them.
Right. Okay. All right. And then you swipe right. You swipe right. So okay. Right.
I want to know how you know this, Peter.
Google is a wonderful thing, Jill. Just go with that. Peter, go with that. Go with that. Don't say anything else. Just go with that.
I saw the show.
Stop.
I'll say one word. I'll get your coat.
I'll say one word. 6.
The show.
6. The show.
I have no idea.
However many it was for you, Peter, you carry on.
Quit while you're behind, Peter. I think that's it. So right is all right, and left is rivers of light, which is the only way I can actually come to describing that. And I think that's the only way I can actually get away with it without being chucked off YouTube.
This will get worse before it gets better, people. Everyone in the chat, please join in this, because John's going to need a few moments to compose himself at some point.
I have read that. I'm putting out there now. Claire has been at her very most mischievous, and I really love it, because actually, rather than me doing my usual and rocking up on a Wednesday and just read, because I can read stuff, yeah. But I spent last night going through the list, and I thought, no, that's where she's trying to trip me up, and she's trying to play a game, and I'm not going to fall for it, but I will.
Yeah, you
I openly admit I know the exact bits at which I'm going to get absolutely get creased. You know,
if you can see people who are normally here but aren't here tonight, maybe they're out having an expensive meal somewhere, or they're getting ready to have an expensive. Give them a tag, send them a message, tell them to come and join us, because this is going to be fun.
Or just join and catch up later as well, because actually I think it's well worth knowing.
Oh dear.
Not only is this on YouTube and you can catch up at any point at all, it's also available as a podcast, because obviously, some people prefer the podcast method, but you get a podcast on a Friday morning, which you can actually you can enjoy that feeling of giggling on your way to work on a Friday. So but join the chat, and we want it to be interactive, and actually you never know, your views in the chat might actually sway the swipe. Like,
I like that. That sounds like something like blankety blank,
doesn't it? Just I've just realised I could actually be game show
host is calling you.
I was going to say, like, Bradley Walsh has nothing on you.
I'll just write the script for Bradley Walsh.
Sway the swipe. I love that.
Sway the swipe. Anyway,
where's your gold jacket, like Stephen Mulhern or something? Anna. Just gonna throw that up. I'm going to throw it down again. Just leave it there. It's that kind of show tonight. So,
I'm going with let the lightning see the lane.
There you go. Oh, it's brilliant. No, I love it. I love it when the chat goes. Yeah, the chat absolutely goes for it as well. And Colton, thank you very much. I don't need tissues. It's just my normal, usual way of being. I just enjoy having a laugh, and that is the joy of doing this every Wednesday night. So I actually. Yeah, this could go anywhere. Anyway, right, okay. So rather than going from park to park and do the obvious, that you go, obviously, if it's a date, you got Hollywood Studios to see if they like Star Wars,
and then ditch them if they don't.
Yeah, or if they can't cope with roller coasters, then it's going to be one of them. It's going to be one of those dates that's going to be on the rocky road, isn't it? We're going to be more refined than that, right? Now, Claire has set me up deliberately. Right, I actually read this, and I've got to keep a straight face, because we're going to start with what a really good date is all about, and we're going to talk about rides. Now, I'm going to be really professional. Look, not even a snigger of a laughter there. Yeah, no double entendre intended. There you go. I got away with one. There we go. So we're going to talk rides. Let's go and start with. Should we go one by one here? So
go on.
The tiki. We're going to go to the tiki room, because obviously, you're taking someone on a date. You got to go to somewhere that's like an original, and you're going to try and explain that one away as to how many mind enhancing drugs somebody took before they actually designed the whole of the tiki room.
No, John.
Peter.
The tiki room has very low lighting, and you can sit on the back row.
And then you get a volcano erupt behind you, and the in the background. It's so romantic.
The earth moved for you.
I am definitely swiping right on the tiki room. There is no question for me. It is a must do, and if you don't like it, then you can jog on. Quite frankly, so there's no question.
What about you, Peter? With your back row stuff there.
Now that it's gone back to the original and it's not under new management, I'm definitely swiping right. Yes. Yeah. Been under new management, I don't think I'd even gone anywhere near it again. I'm glad they set on fire. I didn't say that.
Said Peter the arsonist.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, while we were there, yeah.
Jill, what about you?
Yeah, I'd have to swipe right. I mean, we never got to see the version in Tokyo, which gets invaded by Stitch, which is perhaps less romantic. But no, I think if you're the sort of person that can't stand the tiki room, then it's good night and thank you. So yeah.
Okay. This is going to be this actually. I can't remember the last time we all actually agreed on something.
It's the first time and the last time tonight.
On a Wednesday. So, yeah. So I'm actually, I'm purely because it's an original. I think it is a must do, and it is swiping right on that. Not even looked at the chat, and I will.
No one. Colton is saying he has never been in the tiki room.
Okay. That's
a bold statement, Colton.
It is. I like that. Yeah. Do you know that's really strange because actually I thought the tiki room is becoming one of them Marmite things, which is a little bit of an explanation if you don't know what Marmite is. It is one of them things that if you either love it or you hate it, and if you love it, that's fine. If you hate it with a vengeance. A bit like Country Bears and things like that. But I'm surprised. I thought that one would light up the chat, but obviously not. But we've also got the first confession of the night out of Colton as well, which is also good. I like that. I like a bit of honesty. Wait till we get further down the list as well, and then we'll do Anna on a few things as well there as well. So anyway, next stop, The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
It's very bouncy.
It is.
Now I actually, it's kind of whiplash inducing,
vomit inducing,
psychedelia
induced.
You make it sound like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, it's not.
I like the bit with the woozles and the lumps. It's a very strange. So we had a very, very funny experience on this particular attraction when we were there in the summer last year with my brother, who was sitting beside me in the honey pot, and we came into that area where it's like the heffalumps and woozles, and it's all fluorescent lighting, it's black lit, and you've got the mirrors and the all the different coloured bits. And my brother, who is 50, came along and he's waving madly, and he turns around to me and went, "Look, those people are waving at me." And I was like, "Ian, that's a mirror." And I had completely forgotten that Millie told me about it the other day, and I was like, "Oh,
wonderful!"
It was the funniest moment, and we just spent the rest of the attraction with like tears pouring down our face, like unable to breathe. He's like, "Look, they're waving." I'm like, "Yeah, you know that." They are you.
Goodness.
And he's been on it loads of times. It's not like it wasn't like his first
trip. But it's not twigged it and things like that. That's brilliant. Love it.
Funny.
Love it.
Left or right?
Go on, Jill. Let's start with you.
Right. Although I might skip the honey wall. I think unless I had a handy bottle of sanitizer with me, I think I'll skip the honey wall. But
Okay, Peter, what about you?
Right. Partly because it's nice, it's fun. Also, those honey pots are quite tight, and you can get a nice. You can get very close to each other in a romantic way.
Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. I've got a bit of. Hang on. There we go.
I can't.
I asked you not to do that anymore.
I was using it. Peter.
That's a spacer while I decompose.
I know,
right? Anna, you read my mind. Anna read my mind. This is
I didn't mean it like that, obviously. The ride vehicles are quite tight, so you can get close to your
Stop. My life.
I was going to swipe left for this one, but just for your story there, Claire, and actually for Peter's little bit of additional information there. And actually, for me, I really hate that. I think it. I'd still rather see Mr. Toad's Wild Ride back there. It's just purely because I'm a traditionalist and things like that. But yeah, yeah, you persuaded me. I'm gonna swipe right purely from the fact that we need Peter's comment there, sort of put into a little segment that'll go on TikTok. On the TikTok tomorrow, I reckon. Right. I think that'd be even better.
Yeah. Well, think of Winnie the Pooh. You know, when he got stuck in the hole in Rabbit's house. You know, it's kind of fits.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going with that.
Move on, John.
But Claire, I'm going to go 3 days. Yeah. Come on.
Claire, are you swiping right or left? Or
right. I can't. Right.
Right. Next one. Oh, goodness. I thought you were on a really uncontroversial beginning to the list there. Oh my word, this is going to get worse. Right. So the next one, and I know fine well, Claire set me up again here, right? So the Casey Jr. Splash and Soak area within the new Fantasyland expansion area. Is it a swipe right or is it a swipe left? And particularly if you're on a date, is it actually appropriate to be there? I'm saying not more than that because I'll dig myself into a bigger hole. A smaller hole than Peter's already dug himself into. So
that is my duty. What can I say?
I know exactly. Claire, go on, start with you.
Oh, I was going to say so. I can't say it. I'm trying to...
Come on, I dare you.
I don't want to get wet in Fantasyland. Thank you very much. I am going left. I'm avoiding. There you are. It's not. It's not. It's tonight is like Ben is away tonight, and it's just one of those nights. It's going to be done.
Yeah, it has to.
It's a left for me. I'm not interested in that area. I avoid it.
Okay, Peter, go to you.
Left because I just if I want to be romantic, yes, I'm in Disneyland and Disney World, but if I'm going to be romantic with my romantic person for a first date, do I necessarily want to have a whole load of kids running around and screaming?
Oh, there you go. That's a different tilt. That's a different tilt to altogether.
Yeah, screaming with happiness.
Jill, moving swiftly on.
No, I'm swiping left as well because I would like to remain presentable. Thank you very much. Is all I would say.
Really,
the first time.
Yes,
John.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to swipe left just to avoid incriminating myself and not saying something stupid. I'm not saying something stupid that Claire has set me up to say. Just anything regarding wet t-shirts, etc., etc.
Yes.
It's not a good look. But obviously, in the Florida sunshine, and actually, as Anna did say in the chat, it is actually if you don't mind getting wet, it's a bit of fun. But I'll tell you what, I've been outvoted, and I will move us on. Swiftly on there because actually I thought I dealt with that quite nicely.
Why don't we cut away from some rides and do some restaurants, and then we can come back to the rides if we go.
Okay.
Because I'm just aware we've got 4 categories. We've got rides, restaurants, snacks, and shops.
Oh.
And if we go at the pace we're going,
sold.
we're never going to get anywhere near the rest of them.
And also, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Shall we go to... Oh, this is going to really...
You can pick.
That's the thing. And I think this is where it becomes really interesting.
As long as it's not Pizza Safari, that's all right.
It's not on the list.
Let's go to Tepanido.
Ooh. So previously, I would have said right. The last 2 times I've been there, they've not been great.
No.
So
oh my word!
I'm going to go left for Tepanido.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh no, I'm gutted because that was on my list for the summer as well.
Save your money.
Really?
Save your money. Yeah.
Oh my words, that's disappointing because it used to be the most amazing experience where you used to be able to go, and it was
dinner and a show.
It was the showmanship part of it all that was really, really.
I think that's still there, but I think the food is not great.
Oh no, that's good.
It's not cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
So left for me.
That's taken me by surprise. Is that one? That's go on, Peter and Jill.
Which one first?
Go on.
I'll go first.
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to go left because it's not a date place. You sat around a hibachi grill with several other people when what you really want to be concentrating on is your date.
Oh, I don't know. It depends who the other people are, Peter.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm not on a date with those other people.
Well, if Tom Hiddleston's sitting at the table, then you
know. I'm going to swipe left as well, only because, not because I didn't enjoy it. I really did enjoy it when we went, but I think if it was a first date, I might want to go somewhere else and save up a splurge at Takumi Te for if the date went really well and we had several more dates. So yeah, well, we'll save the Japanese food for something a bit more exclusive and expensive.
Okay, right. So I would always have said it was right. I swipe right for there, but obviously your recent experiences and that of Hannah in the chat as well. Just saying that Hannah was saying that the food is bland and underwhelming, which again,
that was my experience, Hannah. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I actually, I'm surprised at that because it was, we met some really lovely people in there as well previously. Certainly, I think from our last trip in 2019, we were actually sat there with a family from Wales. I can't remember offhand where, but they were staying at a beach club and things like that. And we were sat there and we had the biggest laugh for over an hour. And then we all got to the stage where it was just like, it was about 9 o'clock. And you were just at that, what should we do next? And we knew Magic Kingdom was open late. And we just, right, let's be really naughty about this. Let's get on the bus. We'll get to Magic Kingdom rather than going monorail to monorail. If you get the bus, you got dropped off straight into the front of the park, and we went to Magic Kingdom, and you know when you feel like sort of really naughty from running out of Epcot to just getting on a bus and going into Magic Kingdom late at night. It was just like, it was brilliant. It was a long day. It was a long day, but it was good.
Bye-bye,
Colton,
and bye-bye, Grumpy Old Git
as well.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Yeah.
What's your next job?
Well, I'm going to change it again. I'm going to change it up because since we're in Japan, right, we're going to have a little snack opportunity. And again, because Claire's put this in deliberately to make me giggle, and also a check out on my pronunciation of it. Is it kakigori, which is Japanese shaved ice?
Ice, yeah.
Right. So obviously with the whole intention of the Japanese shaving and not obviously Brazilian shaving. So you got you. I got you.
I'm just glad it's not in Hollywood Studios.
I'm gonna see. So if anyone's just joined us, by the way, Claire set me up with a list of things, thinking that it would make me giggle. And actually, thank you. I've got you one back on that one as well.
I'm the humour of a 12-year-old boy. You know, I'm with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Kakigori.
And I am that 12-year-old boy.
Kakigori
in my dreams.
Awesome. definitely the mandarin flavour, and I want the the cream topping.
Yum.
She's making her own jokes up now as well, and she's even better.
Oh,
Yes,
dearie me.
it's a yes. It's a right. It's a right.
I'm very glad that we've got "not made for kids" written on our YouTube.
We're fine. They'll understand all of this, but they'll understand this better than we do, Peter. We're all right.
It's lovely.
Yeah. So, from a chef's perspective, apart from the fact that shaved ice is really cheap to produce as well, what's your views?
Okay. Yeah, it's something you can share. It's quite a decent sized portion.
That's what,
and it's something that you can share with your.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
There you go.
Something that you can share with your date. Something you can do together and eat together and get close and eat together.
Japanese version of Lady and the Tramp, you know. With sort of shaved ice instead of meatballs and spaghetti. Yes.
It's very refreshing. It's very refreshing in an Orlando evening.
Yes. And also, it takes a while. It's not something that you can just eat really quickly. So you have to linger and take a while to eat it. For me, the last time I had some, I was sitting, relaxing, listening to the taiko drummers. So yeah, it's nice. It encourages you to slow down and spend some time just having a nice, refreshing snack. Yeah. So yeah, I'll go for that.
I'm trying to hold it together, Claire.
I said right, definitely.
I'm gonna get myself out of jail here. This is good. Being the host of the show, I see now how you can actually stop me from actually losing the plot altogether. And Heather, I know in the chat you're saying that both Claire and I losing it. I'm being the sensible one here tonight. I've got responsibility.
What I'm like all the time behind the scenes. I just don't bring it out on camera because I'm not allowed to.
I'm swiping right.
Excellent. Where we go next?
A little bit of shaved is quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's next, John?
What's next, John?
Let's go shopping. Let's go to.
Okay. Can we go to Germany?
Oh, why not? Because you put in the bracket. Good luck. LOL. Love it. Right.
This is the actual names of the
it is. Yeah. And actually,
pavilion.
Yeah. And also, if you're familiar, German footballers. Yeah. I'll get me retaliation in first. Stefan Kuntz was a great and well-renowned German footballer who played many times for Germany. Yeah. So Glaskunst and Kunstbelt in Kristall is actually easier than for me than seeing a whole German footballing 11.
So that's the shop that has like the Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
With the Christmas pickles.
The Christmas pickle. I was going to say that.
And then the place at the back beyond the beer keller that has like the tiaras and the little glass thingies that you probably don't want to take home because they're going to get broken on the way home.
Yeah. and used to do the T-shirt, which looked like a T-shirt that looked like fake lederhosen sort of outfit.
Yeah. Yes, they had an apron that had
which really on brand
wench style.
Yeah. It was, which everyone whoever went in there never bought, but
always had a photo.
Had a photo with it.
Yeah. I just wish they'd sold, the wigs, like the blonde wigs with the pigtails that flick up as well. I wish they sold those. They've got the hats. I don't know what the hats are called with the feather. They often have those, but yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So the glass shop.
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 I thought you said shock then. Sorry.
No, that's just where you see the price.
Yeah.
Sticker
left or right?
Oh,
who's going first?
I'll go first because I haven't been first yet. So I'm going right, and actually I'm going right for a different reason than anybody else. Is purely because, and I would love one of my kids to chime in here, because we actually met someone. Well, we met someone famous in the actual shop. Probably we're talking about 8-9 years ago.
Like really famous.
Yeah, he was in one of these Disney shows. It's either Boy Meets World or something like that, but it was called Des, and I would need to go and check it out and
put a picture of him in the Waffler's arms.
I couldn't even tell you who he was, right? And the two kids who watched the TV show are like,
oh, look, Peter's Peter's getting Valentine's messages on his Apple. Who's messaging you, Peter? Are they getting little messages?
It's his Uber Eats. It's his Uber Eats that's about to turn.
I'm not at liberty to say.
Even better.
Actually, it was the BBC, so there you go.
It wasn't even subtle. It was like, hello,
big.
I have an Apple Watch. No, it's just sometimes my sister texts me with something important, and I just need to check it.
Only messing with you, Peter.
Oh,
that's all right.
That's always.
And how do you know that Jill's not surreptitiously sending me texts anyway?
Maybe she is. Maybe she's just correcting my pronunciation of Glaskunst and Kunstabella.
I wouldn't do any such thing. Yeah, I wouldn't do any such thing. Oh dear. It is of course German for art. So there you go.
Well, obviously.
Yes.
I am going to swipe left on these. I tend to go through them on the way to the beer keller. And I always, if I go through the first, I tend not to go all the way to the one at the back because, they're tiara. No one's going to,
Yeah.
So it's a left for me.
I'm going to swipe right, certainly for the shop.
Yeah.
Because it's another moment that you and your date can share. You can get her a little gift that she can bring out every year or stamp on it if she doesn't like you anymore.
It's that pickle for the Christmas tree, Peter.
Yes. Well, I'm trying to avoid any hunt the pickle jokes. So yes, I think
Yes. So yes, I would swipe right. It is something romantic, looking around together, picking something out together that means something between the two of you.
Aww.
It's nice, that. I like that.
Oh, I can be romantic.
Hey, tell you what, that is probably the best answer we've had so far. We've been on 40 minutes. There we go.
No, sorry, Anna.
Anna, maybe Jill's bought Peter a tiara. No room for being sexist in this show.
No way. No chance. We don't do that.
No, I have not bought Jill a tiara, but I did buy her 2 pearls and have them made into pearl earrings.
I'm so glad you said that.
In Mitsukoshi. That's a whole other story. Anyway, swinging right back to Germany, shall we? Let's go back to Germany, shall we?
Yes, Jill. What about you?
Yes.
You gonna...
Strangely enough, I'm going to swipe left, but only because all the stuff that's really lovely that you can buy in the shops in Germany, I would rather go to a Christmas market in actual Germany and buy stuff there, and it would be much easier to get it home.
There you go.
Okay. Let's move somewhere else, John. Before
I'm going to stay in Germany, right? Because I actually think this is actually I would actually suggest that this is one of those little bits of Epcot that if you've ever experienced, and you just mentioned before, Claire, about going to the beer keller and but the grapefruit beer in Germany. Now, grapefruit beer, if you've never had it, it is available in the supermarkets in America. It isn't it's not particularly strong, right? So normally
it feels it when it's 120 degrees outside. You're walking around Epcot.
It's the greatest thirst quencher as you're halfway around Epcot, and you're just like, and it is one of those drinks that I think it's completely synonymous with an Epcot sort of visit, because it's refreshing, particularly if you're in August. It's refreshing, and you just, if you've been drinking American beer for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever, and you just want a little bit of flavor and you want something completely different, this is the drink for you. This is the drink for you.
Sorry, Americans.
No,
your beer does have flavor.
No, they don't. They don't, and I think that's where they're really good with some of the IPAs that they do bring. Because the IPAs are absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much. I love Sam Adams stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, Sam Adams Winter Lager is really nice.
Yeah. Is Anna still heckling from the
Anna's just said that
excellent. I love it. Yeah.
That's it. There's a story to tell about those. We bought them in bottles. We didn't have a bottle opener. And the rooms at Grandestino also don't have a bottle opener. So we had a bit of a dilemma, but Anna, I think, must have been a Boy Scout in a previous life, because she was extremely resourceful. And after just a few moments of us trying to work out whether there was any worktop surfaces that didn't have a beveled edge, there isn't. They've all got a lovely smooth edge, and we were like, how are we going to open these? Oh no, the door jamb, as in the lock mechanism.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Also works as a bottle opener. If you get stuck, people.
Yes.
Anna, I was impressed.
Quality, there you go.
There's no stopping us.
Anna, if ever I need something to take stones out of horses' hooves, I know where to come.
Right, she's the girl for the job.
Wow.
Yeah. Impressive stuff. But yeah, having it in the room was great.
If you don't have a Crown bottle opener, then just go at the door. Bob's your uncle.
There you are. I'm glad you stopped it without the second part of that saying tonight as well. Grapefruit beer is a definite swipe right. And definitely. Heather, I'm so sad for you. I feel really sad for Heather. She doesn't like beer or grapefruit.
Okay.
And I when I was in Epcot a couple of years ago with a group of friends, there was a group of ladies, and then there was me and Jason and Zach, and everybody else was drinking Prosecco, or they would get wine in Germany, and it was like, I'll have a grapefruit beer. And everyone went, oh. So yeah, grapefruit beer. It's a way forward.
Quality. Love it.
Did you get it this time?
I did not. I had it in a plastic cup.
Okay.
I'm not mad keen on grapefruit either. I'm not mad keen on beer. I like the Belgian fruit beers.
Well, it's the same.
It's very similar, Jill.
It's a Weiss beer.
Not mad on grapefruit though.
Okay.
I'll go for the blackcurrant or the creek or framboise and all
cherry.
Cherry's nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to swipe left as well, because I just cannot stand bitter things. I have those sorts of taste buds where I just...
Oh yeah, you're a super taster, aren't you?
I'm a super taster, yeah.
So you don't do bitter?
So no grapefruit at all for me.
Oh, see, I'm super bitter, me.
You can have,
no comment.
I'm not going to say anything, but you can have my bitter beer for you.
Thank you very much.
It's all yours.
Excellent. John, you're right for this, aren't you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I just think it's one of those absolutely momentous moments of it will be one of those things that we will definitely do in August. It's just like, and
one for all.
It has to happen. Right, I'm going to move us on quickly because I'm aware that time is.
I know.
Do you know something? We've actually got enough content here that we can do the same show next year as well. We're sorry. Absolutely brilliant. Which is probably worth mentioning. So if you're watching and you're in the chat, can you please make sure, right, you've clicked the thumbs up button on YouTube, because obviously we like that.
Helps the channel.
Yeah, and it does. And actually, irrespective of just having a good giggle, it really does help us. And it tells YouTube that people actually enjoy people having a laugh on a Wednesday night. So if you can do that for us, that would be really nice. I'm going to be really controversial. I've got a choice of two that.
Ooh.
But I'm going for the latter one, which I added to Claire's list, right? Purely because she set me up with alien swirling saucers.
No.
So
Yeah,
your alien swirling
I
saucers,
see your alien
I'm
swirling
going to
saucers.
call you on your Monsters Inc. laugh floor. purely on the fact it's after 9 o'clock and we can get away with it.
Oh, awesome! I can't believe I missed that one.
And for no other reason, it's actually
It's funny.
loads of people don't get the joke. I actually don't Google it.
Abbreviations,
Please do not do the initials of Monsters Inc. laugh floor on your phone. It could end up being a disaster. So I've been told, because I wouldn't do it myself, obviously.
Monsters Inc. laugh floor is a definite left for me.
Why?
Cannot bear it.
Really?
It really makes me uncomfortable. I just think it needs to go. It needs to go, people. It's done its time. It's tired.
Oh. Peter and Jill, persuade me, because actually I'm on the other. I've got a different approach to that. Go on, Jill.
Swipe right. I think yes, it's not particularly romantic, but as long as you're not that guy.
Well, anybody. The camera could go on anybody.
Yeah. But you know, again, it's a nice show. You can sit next to each other. You can put your arm around each other, and you know, and maybe it's a good chance to see if you've got the same sense of humor.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll swipe right.
Oh well, I'll be on my own then. I'm swiping left.
I'm beginning to see now. I Ben and Becca on the show this week, and also Robin and Simon. It's purely on the fact that this could cause massive domestics, couldn't it?
It's like that Mr. and Mrs. show they have on the cruise ship, isn't it? Like,
Match your mate.
Match your mate.
Yeah.
What's a Mr. and Mrs. music? Mr. and Mrs.
It was,
to each other. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to swipe left because no, I don't think it's that very romantic, and B, whilst I don't mind doing it, there are better things to do in future world. Oh, shut up, Siri.
There you go. You see,
even Siri agrees. Didn't catch that.
Even Siri agrees.
I thought you were going to say there are better things to do in the back row of Monsters Inc. But,
I don't think there's any lights in the back, actually. You're very right.
I'm really impressed. We're getting the real.
No, but you could get caught on camera. That's the only problem.
Could, yes.
That's a surefire way to get thrown out of Imagining.
It's just. Oh my word.
Even Hannah says she only sits at the back, so you know.
Oh, yeah, brilliant! Wow, I'm swiping right simply because of the fact that for some bizarre reason, I'm always that guy, and the
Can't
kids,
imagine why.
No, but the kids love it, and you know when you see someone, as you're actually in the queuing area, right? Does somebody actually, because you talk to your kids and you have a laugh with your kids as you're waiting to try and not make them bored. So yeah, I've always wondered. I would love to know exactly how you get chosen as that guy.
They totally pick you out when you're walking in.
Yeah, and so I've always ended up with that position of you sit there, right? And Joe's the best one because he knows when he was younger, that was always his moment of glory. So I'd be sat there. And suddenly he knows the bit within the script except for that guy. And so Joe would just sort of suddenly shoot into the shot right beside me. He was like, and it was just like, no, not again. And it's, but I love it. I love the fact I get a sticker every nigh on.
Awesome.
I would say probably 3 out of 5 times that we actually go to the show.
You got a sticker?
Wow.
Yeah.
I was Crazy Pete from Space Prison in Disneyland Paris' Stitch. I didn't get a sticker.
No, that's French for you.
Let her complain, Pierre. Let her complain. Right, here we go.
Just do quick fire for the rest.
In between this, right, just to clarify, the guy that we met in the shop in Germany, right, it was Des from Austin and Alley, right?
Okay.
Just in case anyone sort of is remotely interested, and I actually have got no idea, even to this day, who he was.
You?
But in the actual trip report, is like the kids' chins were actually on the deck, and it was just. And I'm reading this purely from it was a celebrity from TV and it was when we did four parks in a day for Josh's birthday.
Heather, I'm with you.
In what was it? Where are we? 2015. Good grief, 9 years ago. Austin and Ali. That doesn't get much repeats on the TV these days, does it? Like, you know?
I'm sure it's in the depths of Disney Plus somewhere if you look carefully.
Probably not. They probably got rid of it there as well. Right. I tell you what, I'm not. Yeah, we'll do a few. I'm not gonna labour loads of this because actually, I still think we've got another show in this next year. So
okay.
So we're pre-planned, planning ahead.
Yeah.
Green.
But since Claire mentioned it, I'll be going for alien swirling saucers, or ASS for short.
Swipe left. The queue is too long, even when it's no queue at all. Even when it's a walk on, the queue is too long.
Okay.
Yeah. And the ride's too short as well, because actually, it doesn't do it for me.
Definite left for me because the queue is too long, and also we found that it was actually quite rough. It has actually kind of jolted me about.
Rougher than Winnie the Pooh. Good grief.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it being rough.
Yes.
Oh,
Thanks,
good grief.
Claire.
Yeah.
Thanks, Claire. Just filing that one away for future use. I really didn't take to it. I found it very uncomfortable, which is really strange because the Tokyo equivalent, the Baymax ride, I could have done over and over and over because that was just incredible and that was just brilliant fun. But no, hard pass on that one.
Left for me, it's the ride vehicle is a bit too tight, possibly because it's not made for people my age and my size, but it's really uncomfortable to sit in.
John?
It's definitely a swipe left for me, just purely for the fact that the actual theming from the outside is brilliant. The whole Buzz Lightyear bit is a superb entrance to it all. The hidden Mickeys and the queue are really good. When you actually get to the ride itself and you're thinking, hang on a minute, I could have actually just done away with that sort of 20 minutes. And just gone and done Midway Mania and actually just gone and enjoyed myself. Or, it just...
A massive anticlimax. It's just
it's not
worth it.
It's a really weird experience because you think it's I'm not going to say it. You think it's going to be better than it was. But I'm making my own jokes up. You're all right. Let's go to, shall we go to a restaurant? And let's, Garden Grill. I'm going to start with Peter.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've seen a lot of videos of it, and I know what it is. And I know that if you're a fan of the ride that it circles around, lots of people like it, which I'm still not. But
controversial.
I go, but not for a date. I don't think it's a date restaurant. You get a heck of a lot of food, which is not good for a date. And you keep getting interrupted by Mickey and Pluto, and it's perhaps not good for a date.
It might be the best thing about the date.
It's called character interaction. Yeah, it's meant to be a highlight.
Yeah, but not for a date. You're supposed to be focusing on your date. You're not supposed to be focusing. Oh, Mickey!
If anyone's heard the song by Tony Basil, "Oh Mickey,"
if you're dating a cheerleader, then Garden Grill. I've never done it either, and I'm gonna swipe left on this one. I think of the many places you could go to have a meal in Epcot, it's probably one of the least date friendly for me.
Okay, Claire, what about you?
I did it last summer for the first time. It's a left for me. I'd rather just ride Living with the Land a few more times. It It was fine. The food was fine. Character action was good, but it was just all a bit bland.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I'm swiping left as well. I'm also for.
Oh, we all agreed.
For something similar as well, because actually we've actually booked it. It's one of them places we booked previously, especially when the kids were younger and things like that. And when it comes to it, we just like
cancel it.
Nah, it's just not what you want. But more than anything, it's the overriding smell of chlorine that comes from the waters of living with the land, and actually because you're higher up in the building. The smell is a bit like being, you know, when you go to the swimming pool and you're watching your kids do swimming lessons and you're in that sort of the viewing platform and it's dead hot and it's just like you've got that chlorine smell and we sit there and think, nah, I don't think I could go through. We can't put ourselves through that again and just no, it's not happening.
Heather's comments made me laugh because I just have visions of like the panpipes at the end.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant!
Next one, come on, we're on a roll, John.
We are. I've got to do this because you put it on the list on purpose.
I put all of them on purpose.
I know, yeah, right. So the troll horn. Explain, Claire.
Troll horn.
The troll horn. Have you not had one? They are in the Kringla Og Bakery in Norway, and it is it's basically like a cream horn, but it's the Norwegian troll version. So it's filled with it's a pastry cone, I suppose, filled with the creme patissiere, a little bit of sugar. It's fine. It's but it's called a troll horn.
I've only had school bread there, so I don't.
Yes.
And if a troll's got the horn, it's time to worry it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if you sit in that
over the falls
bakery, if you sit in that little bakery enjoying your troll horn, you get a lovely view of the back of a statue. So yes, you can look at some impressive buns.
Jill showed up. Thank you, Jill, for joining in tonight. They're thought buns, aren't they? I think.
There's a thought.
Yeah. It's America's ass, but it's not. It's Norwegian. For me, it's a left. Actually, it's not that special. The troll horn. It's not.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Compared to the school bread or the lefse.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Heather, hopefully. Your date is not a troll.
It's troll.
Absolutely. No. And
well, if they take you under a bridge, there's a problem.
Indeed.
That's a definite problem if someone tries to do that. John! John, you've missed out. You need to go back.
My word.
To this, John.
It's been special.
It is worth remembering. It is worth remembering that, of course, in Frozen, the trolls are love experts.
They are. They are indeed.
Yes,
they are. So.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Swipe left. I've never had it. It doesn't sound that interesting. I might try making one.
In comparison to the other things in that particular,
I might try making one. It doesn't sound too difficult.
Great, make it, share it on the Waffles Arms, please.
Waffles Arms. That sounds good. Sounds good. Now, I think we've got nearly all of the really kind of smutty stuff out of the way.
No,
we haven't.
Right.
No,
we don't. Go on, Claire. Go on. Which one have I missed? Right.
So there's a shop that I love. And it was, do you know what? This shop, I didn't realise that was the name of this shop. But if anyone wants to know where it is when you walk into Hollywood Studios. It's the first shop on the right-hand side. It used to be the camera shop that you had your photos done. It's now got a really great selection of stuff. It's called Oscar's Super Service.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to swipe right on Oscar's Super Service because it's It has a very good selection of magic bands.
Because the cast members are really good at what they do.
Yeah, it's a fantastic. Actually, it's a really great shop. They have really good
ears.
I've
been in, yes, yeah.
They have good Loungefly. They have really good. They have the best selection of magic bands in any part.
It's kind of the equivalent of the Emporium, really. It's yeah.
But whoever Oscar was or is,
I presume it's Oscars, as in the Oscars, perhaps.
Maybe. I was thinking
the one. I'm not sure they're allowed.
It's the wrong part for Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, so. And I'm not sure they're allowed to use the word Oscars without a little trademark bit inside it as well. Yes. So that could be a really nice little bit of Disney sort of taking the mick.
That takes it to a whole other level, Hannah. I'm not sure that we want to know the answer to that.
Oh. No, John, they have it. It's Oscars with an apostrophe.
Yeah.
So it's the super service belonging to Oscar.
Clever.
To Oscar.
Yeah. Really clever. I like that.
Mm. Yeah, yes, that's what we're all about. I can't hear the word Oscars without thinking of trash cans. So
that's
likewise.
And LeFou's Brew.
LeFou's Brew. I'm swiping left.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. I don't think it's something I would have on a date.
Sour apple with a foamy head. It's fantastic.
It's nice, but I don't know whether I'd have it on a date.
I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. I'm not. I love LeFou's Brew.
I'm 50-50 about it.
I'll swipe right on that one, so I'll drink yours.
You drink mine, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a lot nicer than butterbeer, let's face it.
Sewage water's a lot nicer than butterbeer.
Oh,
I'm going to be really controversial now, right? Because I like doing that towards the end of a show. And I'm going to just throw out one last ride. Now, for everybody, if you've managed to get through from the very first minute to the very last one of this, I'm going to put a question out to everyone, because there's a ride or attraction within the whole of Walt Disney World that actually references Valentine's Day. And it probably gets passed amongst the stillness of time, and everyone just sort of, you gloss over it and things like that. But it is one of the originals. And actually, I'm going to put the picture up to avoid embarrassing people. But Carousel of Progress, one of the scenes,
does mention Valentine's Day.
It talks about Valentine's Day very cleverly. And I'm not even going to ask people to swipe right or left, because actually you're not allowed to swipe left anyway.
Yeah.
But I just thought, what a nice way of bringing a load of this together, in so much as the fact that if you, again, do what we try to push this across to you on a Wednesday every time, of looking for that hidden detail and that little narrative, and if you're within Carousel of Progress and you like the song, or you just go for the air conditioning, but look at the way it's actually sequenced throughout the year. And for as much as we take the mick a little bit out of the fact that it's card manufacturers and flower sellers, etc., who make and restaurateurs who make a lot of money, it is that first part of the Carousel of Progress year at which you kind of get into that sort of cyclical part of the show. I just thought it was a really nice way of actually putting in just a little nugget of Disney history to kind of round everything off, because actually Carousel of Progress for me is an immediate swipe right. Claire, is it for you?
Of course.
I thought it would be. Peter and Joe, what about you?
It's compulsory. I mean, we started with Tiki Room and we're ending with this, and I will say exactly the same, is that if you're on a date with me and your reaction to the Tiki Room and to Carousel of Progress is no, then bye.
Jog on.
Getting a second date.
Yeah, it is jog on. I think that's exactly it. It doesn't really matter.
No. Well, John, I would swipe right, because if you go left, you're going backwards in time.
That is also true.
That's also true.
You go back to the World Fair. That'd be it.
Well, that's okay. I could go on It's a Small World in that case.
Hey, sorted. Absolutely perfectly segued into it. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to be really on tap, because next week we have got a completely different show, and thankfully we don't have to contend with the whole Tinder part of it, which I'm pretty sure the fact that we'll end up sort of trending somewhere on the fact that these guys said we were going to do Tinder, and all they talked about was Disney rides and things like that. But hey, it's what we do every Wednesday. Next week we are going to look at resort quick service dining at Walt Disney World, which could exciting. Be we're back on track. We're talking about food. We're talking about stuff that we
know.
And also John Self, who was in the chat earlier. If you don't follow him, he is on Twitter. He has got the best job in the world, where he spends far too much time in the parks. Eating. And it's really good. So I think I'm sure if he joins us next week, he'll be quite perturbed at some of our choices in respect of what he's doing. Now, shamelessly, we are now in self-promotion mode, because tomorrow we have got our mid-month show for February coming up. Now, the February show is completely different. We have got siblings on the show, and actually it's going to be really good, because both Morg and Josh, I think we said it in the podcast a few weeks ago, that they've both been selected to work for Disney in the summer. We are going to talk to them about it. So make sure, set your phone up, download the podcast,
ring the bell.
It'll be all over the place. And I'm going to put this up because it's all about Disney Cultural Exchange Program. We've called it Dreams Take Flight, and I think that it is such a lovely way of just encapsulating something, probably for Claire and I, a bit where your own love of Disney has actually sort of transferred across to your kids. And I think for the two of us, it was a difficult show to record, Claire, I've got to say. I actually did go back and check the editorial part of it, and Ben's done us proud on that one. I was good, but go and check that out, because it's probably one of the shows that will actually outlast all of us. Yeah, purely from the fact that if anyone ever wants to go and work in Walt Disney World, these guys are going to do it, and actually we're going to probably see a lot more of them as part of what we do as a podcast and as a Wednesday night on YouTube, because they've got the most amazing opportunity. And I really, for me, that is something that I think even Ben mentioned in the show. It makes you really jealous of the fact that they're going to go and do something that I think all of us at their age, we would have absolutely loved to have done. So
this is a start. We'll catch up with them nearer to the time when they go.
I can't wait. I think it's an amazing chance. All grown up and saving China, or at least the China Pavilion.
Oh, it's unreal.
Who knows? I can't wait to find out where they end up working. We've got a little bit of wait to go, but it's going to be
really good.
Yeah,
isn't it just? And I think both Josh and Morg, they don't really care where they end up because they
air conditioning would be nice, but
but they just want to be part of it. And I think really that's going to, it's one of them things that, as much as you remember holidays and you remember experiences you have when you go to Disney, to go and work there is just like on a different level. And
it means you booked a trip.
And that's even better because I'm going in August, which is quite scary. But hey, that'll fit quite nicely in with some of our future podcasts as well, because it then means that I'm going to learn stuff that I should have been taking notes on for a long time.
We're going to have fun.
Absolutely. But guys, thank you for tonight. That has been such a giggle, and I think for a lot of people in the chat, a real massive thank you, because it's knowing that you guys are with us each and every Wednesday.
Yeah,
It's so lovely to know that we can just add that little bit into the midweek where no matter how rubbish your week is, that we can just come on here and we can be a community. We can actually just come and have a giggle, because actually, because life's short of a lot of a laughs at the minute. So, yeah,
right.
Come and join us. We're here every Wednesday. All the previous shows are right here on YouTube, on our platform, and just go and check it out. And also share it with your friends. Tell them, come and join us on Wednesday. I hasten to add, I need to reel myself in a bit because my mum started watching as well, which is also always a bit scary because actually she's quite enjoying sort of the fact that
is she watching tonight?
No, I don't think so, thankfully. But what I would say is the fact that it doesn't matter who you are, wherever you are, tell your friends, come and join us. It is about having a laugh on a Wednesday and talking with a little bit of a Disney thing, a little bit of a British accent. And actually, we love people from the United States of America joining us as well. Join us on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, X for that little bit of Disney magic with a British accent. And I don't think I might not have mentioned Waffler's Arms, friendly Facebook community. We share loads of stuff on there. It's also, it's just come and check us out.
Peter's going to share a photo. Peter's going to share a photo of his horn. If that doesn't entice you, nothing will.
I'll have to do it when next.
Where's Lloyd when you need him? Where's Lloyd when you need him?
No, I think he's just trolling you there.
Oh, perfect. Right, until next week, we shall see you later. Enjoy the rest of your Valentine's. And I'm off to. I'm now going to watch Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. Just because it has to be done.
He can.
Yeah, exactly. So until next week.
Guys.
Waffle on.
Waffle on.